dolls, welcome back to our channel. I hope you guys are fabulous today. So as you may have saw if you follow me on Instagram, I have bought a few new foundations that we are going to be trying out over the next few videos. I've actually bought a shiznit ton of products lately. A lot of them have already been out a while, so I'm not going to really showcase them, but 4 brand new foundations that have just hit the market, those are what I want to showcase for you guys. Some of them have been out for a little bit, but some are like brand new, and I want to show what they are like on maturing skin, girls who actually have giant pores, girls who have wrinkles, because a lot of these foundations are being shown on these young early 20s flawless skinned beauties who just look flawless when they put their foundation on. So I want to show you what these foundations look like on a real person, a real girl. Not to say that those people aren't real people, but when you're young, you know, I was young once too. I didn't even have to wear a foundation. So, and most of these girls don't either. They look gorgeous without it. So, now that I've got like skin spots, like age spots, sunspots, and you know, I'm like now breaking out because it's that time of the month. I'm having hormonal breakouts, just everything going on. I need full coverage without being full, like feeling like a lot. So we are gonna start with the controversial Juvia's Place I Am Magic foundation. There has been a lot of controversy around this around this company, not the foundation, but the company. I actually bought this a month ago, and then as I was trying it out during my like 2-week trial period, I like to do when I first get my foundations, I like to wear them a while before I review them for you. They got embroiled in a ton of controversy with like Jackie Aina and a ton of other influencers, and so I was like, there's been a huge backlash over Juvia's Place. So I was like, I don't think I'm gonna review it. I just don't want the negativity around my channel. But when I kind of showcased what 4 new foundations I actually got quite a few responses that people wanted to see the Juvia's Place. So I said, what the hell? Let's do it. Let's go ahead and review it. So we're going to review this one today. And then in the coming days, I have a drugstore Maybelline Dream Urban cover, which I'm excited to do for you guys because this one has an SPF of 50, you guys, SPF 50 in these summer months, and it is so rare to find anything more than like SPF 20 in a foundation. So I am stoked to try this one, praying to God that this one is, you know, summer friendly, because I live somewhere where it gets 110 degrees. And then I also got the Benefit Hello Happy, and then I also got the raved about Pure 4-in-1 Love Your Selfie foundation. So those will be coming up this week. So we're gonna go ahead and get started, and I am going to show you how this baby works. So let's hop into it. Okay guys, let's get started. If I didn't mention it before, I'm in the color 640 Malta, which really isn't my color, but I had such a hard time finding a color to match, and the amount that I'm putting on, you only need a tiny bit, and I put a lot more on than what I normally need, because I have such a huge cystic acne breakout right now, and my skin is just freaking out and has a lot of redness and pigmentation issues. So I put a lot more on. So you'll want to put on probably about 1/4 of what I did. I just needed something super duper full coverage. As you can see here, I don't know if you can really see it, it really emphasized my lines that I don't normally have a problem with, and my pores look a lot bigger, and it really clung to some dry spots around the acne that I'm trying to dry out. But let's go ahead and move on. And sometimes when a foundation settles after everything's on, it can look a lot better, so we're just going to proceed with it. By the way, I use a fan with the ColourPop concealer to dry it down to get it a little bit more full coverage. Once it sets down, it kind of stays in place a little more and dries down full coverage. That's why I use the fan. And I've been into cream contouring a lot lately because my skin has been kind of dry. So I'm using the Anastasia Beverly Hills Cream Contour Palette and and just putting it all on in the basic contour places and blending that baby out. This has really helped keep a lot of the powders on my face off, you know, with not having to use so much powder because I am so dry. And then I'm going to go in with the contour palette from Natasha Denona, and her contour color in this palette I like better as a bronzer. So I'm using this more as a bronzer and just blending that out. And now for highlighter, the Anastasia Amrezy, because I need a light little glow. So I'm barely putting anything on because normally this can be super pigmented. But since my pores are showing a whole lot with this foundation, I just wanted a little bit more subtlety. And then my favorite blush, the Peach Paradise. And then because my skin is dry, I'm using the L'Oreal Hydra Perfect. This is a great drugstore powder, setting powder for if you have really dry skin. I highly recommend it. It's one of my favorites. And now I'm just going in with the Grace and Stella Rose Spray to set it all in. I got this in my FabFitFun and really liked it, and using my fan to dry down quickly. So here's how it looks with everything on. Pores look a little big, but not bad. I'm going to go about my day and I will check in with you guys shortly. Just checking in because I forgot to check in all day and show you guys how the foundation's holding up. I was running around, then came home and took a nap and just woke up to an earthquake. We've had a couple of them in the last couple of days, so it's kind of been exciting around here, to say the least. Living in California, we're very, very, very prone to earthquakes, but where I live, luckily, we don't get any major structural damage or anything like that. We just get little aftershocks, but these have been pretty big for where we live. But anyway, back to the foundation. It's holding up very, very well, at least as far as sight goes. It does seem to kind of cling to dry patches on my face, and it just looks really heavy. This is actually the nicest it's ever worn for me. It's holding up quite nice, and I've had it on about 8-9 hours now. So I will wear it for a few more hours. I kind of want to make it to the 12-hour mark, and then I will do a final check-in for you guys. Okay, Glam Dolls, I am going to give you my final thoughts on the I Am Magic Juvias Place. Here I am, the end of the day. I have been wearing this for about 12 hours now, and it is holding up quite well, I must say. I slept in it because I took a nap and just dealt with summer heat, and it has stayed really, really well. I mean, I don't feel 100% matte. Like, if I touch my face, it's definitely going to transfer onto my hands and it's going to come off. But as far as like if I leave my face alone and don't touch, it's gonna stay put. I do notice around here it's breaking up just a little bit because I do tend to get really oily around my mouth, especially during my hormonal time, and a little bit right here between my forehead, and it feels a little bit oily. But for the most part, this is really, really great. When I did try this on previously, during my couple week tryout that I was trying it out, I will say that I did not care for it. I did have to double moisturize, and my skin's not even really that dry right now. This would be really great for oily skin, you guys. I really think this one would be really great if you have oily skin. If you are on the drier end, normal to drier, I recommend moisturizing really well, doing an exfoliator before you do, because this also seemed to cling to any dry spots that I had, and if your pores are on swole and super big, it's going to show, and it's not going to be pretty. Mine looked good today because I just did a face mask yesterday and everything's all and tightened up, but let me tell you, when I tried this for those couple weeks, it did not look this pretty. This is not going to be an everyday foundation for me, but it is one that I could see wearing from time to time for like a night out, or when I want, you know, something a little more full coverage. So this is not an everyday, but I do like it. It's okay. It's not going to be in my top 10 or anything like that, but it is good. So the price point is really great. It's only 20 bucks for, you know, what's considered higher end. That is, you know, really good. And for the price point, I think it's great. I really, really do. You get 1 fluid ounce like normal, and it is super full coverage. They were not lying, and a little bit goes a super long way. This reminds me a lot of the Morphe foundation, just not as drying. I feel like this is what the Morphe foundation should have been. So kudos to Juvia's Place. You guys came out with a good one so far. The only thing is I had a problem finding my shade in this range. Everything seemed to oxidize or pull pretty yellow, even the neutral colors. So I did get the color Malta 640, like I said, and you guys saw how it ended up working out after I put bronzer on and powder on and everything, and that's all fine and dandy. But as I was putting it on, you guys saw how it pulled. It definitely pulled more on the orangier, like from when I put it on, it looked a nice beigey color, but it started oxidizing before I even got the beauty blender to it, and it was oxidizing like an orange yellow color. So be careful of that because it will oxidize a bit. Other than that, I will go ahead and give this, out of 2 thumbs up, I will give it 1 thumbs up. It's not horrible, but it's not my favorite, but it may work on somebody else quite different. I think this would be great for oily skin and good for young girls that don't have a flaw on their face and don't really need the full coverage. So what the hell is that? 1 thumbs up. That's what I give it. We like it, we don't love it. So on to the next ones, you guys. I will see you in a couple of days to review the next 3 foundations that I have. So I will see you girls and boys very soon. Love you, glam dolls. Bye. Hey dolls, I forgot to include, while I was editing my video by the pool right now, I forgot to include how to get extra entries on the Jeffree Star Jawbreaker palette. The giveaway is going from last week, and it will end next weekend. I believe I said Friday was the last day to get entries in. So if you would like to get your entries in, all you need to do is either comment your favorite Jeffree Star product on the last video, which will be linked here in just a moment, or on this video, I want you to comment what your favorite foundation is. What is your guys' favorite, especially summer foundation? What's your favorite go-to foundation? Comment that below and you'll get an extra entry in to win in the giveaway. I will be putting a number by your comment and we'll be drawing a random number next weekend. So make sure you guys enter, and you must be subscribed to my channel to win. So good luck, glam dolls, and I will see you guys next week with another foundation review. Love you guys. Bye.